As the supervillain himself, Metal-Face Doom, is resting, I'm left to ponder. Why is this video set in Christmas? Why do I always get sick in the most inconvenient times possible? Why do children under the age of 5 get phones? And why is Fallen Classic still in Flood Escape 2? I guess this is becoming a series now. Yay! If you're curious about my score for Duskland Enigma, 9 out of 10. Still a very good map. I know this contradicts my Duskland Enigma video. Positivity and all that crap. Who cares, it's my opinion. I'd rather talk about maps I have an interest in, rather than talking about things that I don't. I guess we can start off this video with the pro-con list. Okay, pros. The concept's very unique. I mean, an idea of a map that lost its soul or life. That's definitely something that I haven't heard before, to my knowledge at least. You know, the disappearing platforms is a cool idea. Haven't seen that in an FE2 map before. The crystals are cool. They were also in Marred Dreams too, so that means that there's some lore there. Okay, that's enough about the pros. Unique does not always mean good. Let me just say that. Like, yes, there are good scenarios where unique can be played in a positive light. Like, I have superpowers that nobody else in the world has. That's definitely unique, you know, I can see, you know, the definition of unique is literally one of its kind, you know, so yeah, sure. But, what about this? If you fail biology and everyone else in the class gets an A, does that make you special, you know, unique? It does. But you're gonna be in summer school, let's be honest, guys. You are a failure. You're not applying yourself.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Oh, well, I could just, if I could try just a little bit harder in the final part. No. It's the last day of school, and you have an F. The whole class got an A. You're cooked, dude! Anyways, I know I'm nitpicking, but, like, trying to rationalize with this concept just leaves me questioning more things. You know, if there are crystals in Fallen, where are the trees? Where are the boxes? What about the wood planks? From Marred Dreams, at least. Why is there a glowing white aura around the ending of Fallen? What is it supposed to symbolize? You know what I mean? You know, also, another thing, where the fuck did the zipline come from? It wasn't in Marred Dreams, so where did it come from? There isn't any indication of these maps being connected, I'm being honest with you. There could have been like a portal showing of, like, you know, the map getting its life sucked out, I don't know, something, like a button pressed and a cutscene plays and the map just kind of gets, like, loses its color or something. Anything. You're supposed to tell me that, like, everything is just suddenly gone, you know? It's like, oh, okay, but, like, I said this in my rant video, what sequel is this? I don't see it. I seriously don't. If this were similar to the Poisonous trilogy, or the Darkside Facility, or Darkside trilogy in general, with the similar design patterns and themes, then I'd get it, you know? But, like I said before, there's no indication. I guess, if you could make one argument, both maps are just one giant room. Even Zemblenity is multiple rooms, you know? It's not just, like, one singular room where you do gameplay. I don't want to hear the argument of, oh, well, there's other FE2 maps, like, I don't know, Fallen New Version. I see so many people making excuses for crazy blocks in this map. It's supposed to be somewhat dreamy. I didn't know there were brats in FE2. If you find this lazy, why don't you make your own maps? Y'all are ungrateful. Crazy Blocks isn't mainly a builder, he's a programmer. He's been dealing with mental illness for a little over a year now.
Shut up!
Shut up! Shut up!
Maybe don't make a map in 6 hours. Now let me just say this. He made a new version of Fallen, and I think it is 10 times better than the old version. I'm gonna be honest with you. I might have been harsh on it initially, but you know what? I take it all back. The new version of Fallen at least has some effort put into it to where I can think, you know what? This is the sequel to Marred Dreams. I can see it. There's wood planks, there's trees, there's boxes, there's a bunch of like disfigured and kind of ugly colors that make it seem like, okay, so this is kind of like a nightmare compared to the dream I had before, you know? It works. With Fallen, I don't know what the hell it's trying to indicate, you know? And in general, you know, not everyone is supposed to love whatever you put out. Just being honest with you. If people don't like like, there were people that didn't like Classic Fallen when it came out initially, but people were like, shut up, it's unique, but it's like, no? Okay, that's not really fair. Fallen is, yes, once again, unique. But, let me ask you this. When you join in Fallen, do you ever get that Flood Escape 2 vibe? Because I don't. I didn't even talk about the map itself yet. That's how bad I think Fallen is, because I didn't even mention the map itself. Like, everything about, like, the map, inside the map. I questioned some things, but I didn't talk about the map in general. Okay, I guess let me give my thoughts or whatever. Fallen is boring. It is a really boring map. People have said it before, but this gameplay is... What is this? This is gameplay? This looks like a mega easy obby type gameplay. You are just jumping repeatedly. And the only time where you don't jump is when you're on the zipline, which is stupidly long. I guess Crazy Blocks was like, well, I gotta update my map somehow, you know, for the agility update. I gotta do something to make this map at least somewhat inclusive of this new update. So he adds a zipline to it as if that's gonna fix it. No, you didn't have to do anything. I know there wasn't a zipline before. People were saying that it wasn't there before, but I know it wasn't there before because I played it multiple times before this agility update, so I know. Regardless of that, this doesn't feel like a Flood Escape 2 map. Now I know you could come up with any excuse, whatever, you know, sure. But let me just say this. Fallen is not a Flood Escape 2 map. To me, at least. It is like I said, it's just like an obby at this point. There's no flood. It's in the name, guys. Flood Escape 2. There is no flood in Fallen. The new version of Fallen had a flood. Sky Sanctuary had a flood. Even Marred Dreams had somewhat of a flood. My point is, Fallen is like the anti-FE2 map. It pretty much contradicts everything about the game itself, if I'm being honest with you. Disappearing platforms or whatever, sure, it's cool. Cool idea, whatever. But is it in relation to Flood Escape 2? No. This doesn't feel, once again, like a Flood Escape 2 map. Another thing I didn't mention, the pathing is so straightforward that it even makes events really boring too. You know? Like, I guess the only thing that's really, like, you know, gonna mess you up is, I guess, Mirror. But even in Mirror, as long as you are paying attention, you are never going to mess this up. Even, like, the events that are supposed to be, like, side quests, I didn't even mention events. I'm gonna make a separate video on that sometime, but events like Rescue Escapee and Lost Page are just useless at this point. Because Fallen has such a dull path that it's hard to kind of, like, have, like a branched out part that's separate from the map, and you had to go out of your way to go into this, like, isolated area, because there is no isolated area in Fallen. It's all just a straight line. So they have to add these, like, other, like smaller looking platforms with, like, the Lost Page or Rescue Escapee on it, in order for you to just, like, waste like a tenth of a millisecond. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't waste the player's time. This isn't going to make the map any more engaging. It honestly just feels like a free gems, you know, free XP. This is dumb. Even Castle Tides poses more of a threat with these said, like, events like Lost Page and Rescue Escapee, because they are separate from the main path, and you are risking your run by doing said event. So like I said, Fallen is just kind of boring. Like, okay, sure, another thing, like, the difficulty doesn't really work. I know that people have said that, oh, but the disappearing platforms is supposed to be like a nice like way to make it hard, but I mean, it's just jumping. Like, if you can't do like a long jump, then just take your time. It's not like you're wasting that much anyway, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, Fallen is just dull. I, I'm repeating myself over and over because I really have nothing more to say about this map. I guess since I'm gonna do a walkthrough with Duskland Enigma, let's do a walkthrough with Fallen. Okay, let's just do Fallen Classic. I guess walkthrough. Enjoy, because I'm probably never gonna do this again. Okay, so when you spawn in, there's a zipline, and you're gonna want to go on that zipline immediately, because if you don't, then you might die. Okay. Now get a good landscape of the map because it's really hard, and the platforming is also really hard, so you want to make sure that you don't mess up that. Now you're gonna see the platform spawn in, and you got a steep jump here. You want to press spacebar on this one because spacebar, it's a lifesaver. It's the jump button. Now you're gonna want to repeat this step over and over here until you get to this button. Now here you could go here straight, but you're gonna just jump into the whatever this is, the void. So you're gonna want to take a sharp left, and you're gonna want to go for that button. Now to save some time, I do suggest sliding like I do here because it'll save you count just milliseconds because it's this time of stuff. Now here, steep jump here. You want to make sure you press spacebar again. Jump, jump, jump. Slide here again. You gotta do that with most buttons, at least for the first two, because after that you can kind of slack off. Now here it can get a bit confusing, but you want to jump on the one that's more level to the ground, because if you don't, then you're most likely going to mess up, and you're going to waste countless seconds. Now, you got a bit of steep jumps here. Now this right here, this is a steep jump here. You're just going to want to pray, because 90% of the time you will not make it past this jump. I got really lucky in this run. Alright, now, there's a lost page here. Now, since I'm really good at the game, I managed to just jump down, and I got the button, or not the button, I got the lost page. I'm really good at the game. Best player in FE2. I'm giving every player a run for the money. But yeah, this almost cost me my run, okay? But yeah, after that, you're going to want to jump, and press that button. Now jump. You gotta make sure you hold spacebar here. Another steep jump here. Make sure that you just once again just pray that you can get past this jump. Tough one there. More tough jumps here. Now up here, you're gonna want to make a sharp left once again. If you jump onto the crystal, you're gonna fall into the void. Okay. Now make sure you slide on that button too, like I've told you before. Another steep jump here. Make sure you just land like on like the cusp of this grass thing here. Now really steep jump, the hardest jump of the whole game. Make sure that you're holding spacebar down when you get off this platform because you will die if you don't. Okay. Jump, jump, jump. Like I said, the lava's getting really close here. It's seriously close. All right, now you jump here. You jump, jump, jump. Now, once again, I didn't even need to say it because I think you guys are too pro for this now. You just want to jump again, okay? Yeah. Just make a sharp left jump. Now here, slide again. Now here, the final jump always tends to be the hardest. Make sure you just hold spacebar and you'll beat it. Look at that. And I beat the map. That is my Fallen Classic walkthrough. There's your walkthrough. Are you happy? I'm not. Whatever. I haven't been happy in a bit. Regardless, I think it all started the second I saw this one comment. I don't know where it was, but I do remember distinctly them saying this. If you call Fallen Classic lazy, you should start making your own maps. You don't know how long it takes these people to make these really well-detailed and well-refined maps. They take so much grueling hours. Crazy Blocks spent 6 hours on the map, and he made this? The fog is the highlight of the map. It took a 2-day span for this duology to come out. My uncle taking his morning shit takes longer than it took Crazy Blocks to finish Fallen Classic. Don't get it twisted, y'all. You're allowed to have your own opinion. The second you start saying that we can't dislike something because we haven't done it before, therefore my take isn't valid, is stupid. How much copium are you on? I know that for sure if this was someone like 6ix9ine or Drake or even Lil Pump, you know damn well these people would shit on them without a second thought. If you hate Taylor Swift, your take is invalid because you haven't sung or produced before in your life. Therefore, any criticism is invalid because you haven't gone through the hardships of making Bad Blood. My God. Believe me, apparently I don't have eyes and ears. I don't know what good music is anymore. I don't know what sounds good to me because I've never had to sing in front of millions of people before. Whatever, morons. Let me say this about Fallen Classic. If it has a good concept, I'd expect it to be executed well. Fallen Classic isn't an FE2 map. I'm just saying. Where is the flood? Where is the gameplay? Where's the remains of marred dreams? The crystals don't count. You did 1 out of like 5. You don't get a pass. What a fucking nightmare after the fever dream I had the night before. If I had to give Fallen Classic a rating out of 10, 2 out of 10. I could go lower, but I got an A in Spanish not too long ago, so I'll let it slide for now. Let me just say this: don't let me change your mind on Fallen. If you like this map, keep liking it. I'm giving my thoughts on this because I feel like people don't realize why, a lot of people don't like Fallen Classic. There are people that probably have said the same things I've said, but I'd rather just say it all once, get it all out there. Whatever. If you don't like this video, too bad. I don't know what to tell you, man. Regardless, though, I hope this clears things up. Don't ever question people's thoughts on things ever again. Unless they say something extremely blasphemous, in which case, question them. Regardless, I don't want to talk about Fallen anymore. I hope to do something Doors related sometime after I release the wave of videos coming out. But, who knows? I'll see y'all next time, though. I'm out. I'm out here. Yep.